Today's show is sponsored by Advanced Window Tinting. For all your vinyl wrap needs, whether it's your home, business, or automobile, Advanced Window Tinting has got you covered and open 7 days a week. 3 convenient locations around Baltimore and would even come to you. With a customer satisfaction rating of 4.9 out of 5 stars, Advanced Window Tinting offers fast, reliable, and affordable services. Schedule your appointment today. Call 410-630-3327 or visit their website at advancedwindowtinting.com. That's advancedwindowtinting.com. Oh, man. So today we have a show that will benefit a lot of people. In the studios, we have a special guest, Miss Amy Pekosik. She's the director of Maryland Legal Aid. So, the question today will be, what qualifies individuals for expungement? What qualifies individuals for expungement? Let's hear from Miss Amy.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for having me today. Maryland Legal Aid's Community Lawyering Initiative is doing expungement all over the state of Maryland, but especially here in Baltimore City. And so, after October 1st of this year, many more individuals are able to qualify to get their records expunged for the first time.
And on the line, we have from the Office of Public Defender, Miss Mary Denise. Welcome, Miss Denise.
This is Mary Denise at the Public Defender's Office. Thanks for having me also. And I'm excited to talk about expungement and how people can get started cleaning up their record.
Yes. I think this is something that Maryland passed that is definitely needed because there are so many people who feel discouraged once they receive a felony and can't, get employment or even go to school or get financial aid or anything. It's almost like your sentence almost to a life sentence. So, Miss Mary Denise, tell me a little bit about yourself. What made you get into law?
I guess I come from a family of lawyers, so I went to, part of the family, and I went to law school. But I was always been interested in a kind of a combination of those public interest law and criminal defense. And about 10 years ago, with the Public Defender's Office, I started their expungement clinic, which we have every Wednesday at the Park Heights Community Center, and it's just kind of like combine those two worlds together, public interest law and also criminal defense, and helping our clients whose cases are eligible to be expunged be able to move forward.
Okay, Miss Amy, tell us about what got you into law.
I went to law school because I wanted initially to help kids. When I was in law school, I worked at juvenile detention centers representing kids at Oak Hill Youth Center, Youth Services Center, against guards that would abuse them in the centers. And after I did that, I really wanted to go into some sort of juvenile work. So I went to Maryland Legal Aid and represented kids in foster care, and I did that for about 8 years. And now, as a director of advocacy at Maryland Legal Aid, working with community lawyering, I see a lot of those same kids that have grown up to be adults and have a lot of things on their record that they need expunged so they can have a second chance. So it's been wonderful work to be able to grow this expungement program and give people a second chance at a job, at housing, at having a life.
That's awesome.
So I have a question. Do you feel that question should be on the application? Have you ever been convicted of a crime? Anyone on the panel?
I will say this. I think that there'll have to come a point where there's redemption and forgiveness. And the question becomes, for me, when can we start allowing someone to move forward? And I think if we can have an open conversation and exchanging of ideas, because clearly there's people that want that question on the application forever, and then there's other individuals who say, no, let the person move forward. But I think we have to start talking to each other and figuring it out. And I think if we can do that, I think we can have that question regardless of how old a conviction is. So somebody with a 20-year-old, misdemeanor conviction is still obligated to talk about it.
Right. So callers, what are your thoughts? Call in 410-481-1010. 410-481-1010. We want to know what your thoughts are on this topic. I agree. It's very disturbing when you have to explain something that happened 20 years ago or 25 years ago, and they have that question, be honest, this won't discourage you from getting employment, and then when a person is constantly being told no, and he's trying, he's just coming back into society, he's trying to do the right thing, and sooner or later the discouragement turns this person back to, okay, I have to put food on the table, I'm being pressed by my probation officer, I'm being pressed by whether it's child support, I have to come up and do something or I'm going back to jail. And I just feel like that, it's something that's very discouraging where people just give up, because they don't see any other way. Like, how can I, become a model citizen if I'm serving a life sentence? We have a caller on the line. Let's see what... Caller. Walter?
Hey, brothers. How you and the sisters doing today?
Great, thank you.
I love y'all. And the issue is the criminalization of our community. A lot of clowns think they're consistent because they believe in justice, but we never get it. We can go with this. The guy that shut up that hotel in Las Vegas, he's dead, but his criminality represents to me the white race that says, don't do that again to a little white teenager. But, and sister, you're absolutely right. We'll go back 20, 30 years against a black man, and it was a juvenile offense, right? And those records are supposed to be sealed and closed, but they will still look for you to turn your, disavow your Fifth Amendment right and ask you, that is a violation of the grounds not to incriminate yourself. But that's beyond me thinking that we are citizens. That's reality. We got black people who will hold it against you forever. So what do we expect from the general society, which is more vicious, more criminal, more dope fiends, addicted? Everything you put on us is them. The opioid addiction brings me to mind to what you're saying. The idea that as long as it was at North and Penn, they didn't give a doggone. But now that it's in Hogan's cousin's living room and dining room, it's an emergency, right? It's treatment on demand when we were asking for it 30 years ago when Reagan dropped the cocaine into the black community. But again, I beg you all to understand this one thing. If we continue to chastise and criminalize each other, what do we expect from the general society? We don't have a friend in a Ben Carson. And I would dare say in a Michael Spiel. What we have is people who are upholding a conservative point of view that criminalizes the black community. And they ain't hiring us no way. Mexicans no. The Latino population are not taking jobs from us. They are refusing to hire us, and they use every means to do it. Now, you guys correct me. I'm going to listen to you.
All right, sir. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. What are your thoughts?
Right now I don't have a thought, but I have a question to Amy. Is there another option that can be placed on the application, some kind of wording? Because this deters a lot of people that have been convicted. Is there another way? Because this way seems to deter a lot of individuals from applying to jobs, from seeking, it deters them, like I said. So
there's a few different options. There's expungement of a record, shielding of a record, and pardoning of a record. And so if you take the option to legally shield a record, then an employer can't see it when you go to take that application. I think also from the start, people don't realize right now, expungement means they shred it. So then when you fill out that application, you don't have to say that on that box about that conviction. And after October 1st, convictions, guilties, for many crimes are expungible for the first time. So this is a big sea change in Maryland. So I met a gentleman the other day with a conviction for theft under $500. He'd had it on his record for 20 years, hasn't been able to move up in his job. I told him, you know what, we can take it off. It'll be gone in the next, 30 to 60 days. He started crying, said he hadn't cried that much since his mother passed away because he's going to have so many opportunities that he didn't have before. So I think first, since this law just changed, we really have to educate the community about how many convictions can now come off the record, and then that application can be filled out a different way. We at Legal Aid are at Penn North at the library every single Tuesday from 1 to 3 doing this for free.
Okay. So you all heard it. They do it for free, so there are no excuses. Is that right, Tony?
No excuses. And my brother was the recipient of Penn North. He just received a letter the other day in reference to his record being expunged. So it's not a fluke. This is real. So there's no excuses. Every Tuesday, Penn North. We can get up to go to the clubs and everywhere else. There's no excuses.
And then I have in my hand, those that are listening on air can't see, but those on Facebook Live, I'm holding 34 expungements in my hand of an individual. So it can be done.
Yes. So, Miss Mary.
Yes.
Yes.
So, one of the things that I think is exciting about the new law that goes into effect that Amy was talking about is, and it could go to what McCollum was referencing, is just how the general public perceives somebody with a criminal record. I think it's important to always realize just mere contact with the court system and the police will get you a criminal record, even regardless of the disposition. And luckily now, all those dispositions are pretty much eligible to be expunged. But what the new law is making exciting about with the convictions is what will it mean, the general public, when they get to know and they realize that convictions can now be expunged, and you're a potential employer or a landlord, and you're looking at this information and you see this conviction, but you know also what the law is that one's eventually will be able to come off your record. It might just change the dynamic of how harshly people are currently viewing convictions. That's my hope